Hello. So I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking about thinking, actually, which is kind of a weird thing to think about, but it's not really that weird, that whole philosophy thing that people have going. My thought about thinking was, I thought about when I was younger, right? So I thought about high school, grade school, middle school, whatever. Those times of my life, I did a lot of thinking and I guess like second guessing, because it's like when you're growing up, you want to make sure that you're growing up in like the best way possible, or you're just being thrown around from all these different experiences, so you want to like understand what's going on. So you're always questioning everything, or at least I was. I don't know about you. I liked to question things and such. And I read this book that my mom gave me. She was like, read this, it's really good. And I was like, okay, and I read it, and it was okay. I wouldn't say really good. It felt very, I don't know, they had a hard time getting some things across, but it made sense. And the book was about like how your brain is like, is built a certain way, and like the way that you figure things out is through these certain types of learning. And it's like, okay, like that makes sense. And I was just reading this, and it brought a couple things to light, and it made me question why I question things so much. And then that question made me question why I haven't been questioning things so much as of late. And I was talking with some friends and thinking about that kind of thing in general, and sort of like didn't realize, but sort of like came to the conclusion, or not even that, I don't know. The point is, I thought to myself, it seems like when we're young, we like have these grand, super grand, like ideas of what we're gonna do with our life, or we have some like super crazy thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this and that, it's gonna be awesome, I'm gonna be rich or whatever, and like the numbers, like how many billions of people there are on the planet, don't really help with that. So it's like, yeah, you can dream that, but can you actually do it? And so I was looking at that and was like, so like when you're a child, you have like this super optimistic viewpoint or whatever, or at least I did. I don't know about you. I had this super optimistic viewpoint, and then I hit like teenager-ish mode and was like, yeah, totally, man, like some of those things were dumb, but I am totally gonna chase after these couple things. And now that I'm like, I'm 22 now, dude. Now that I'm 22, I'm like, oh, none of that made any sense. It's all stupid. Like, whatever. That's pointless. I know that I can have at least a gross income of $60,000 a year, though. And I'm sort of thrown off by that, because I feel like no matter where you are in life or age or whatever, you should always keep hold of whatever things that you want and always go for it. Because it's like, if you dream of building a castle or something, but then you have to work in like an oil refinery for 30 years, that's going to crush your dream a little bit. You'd be like, I'm never going to build a castle. Like, I'm working for 10 an hour digging out oil or whatever, however they dig out oil. And like being an adult, being a fully functional member of society, does a very good job of making you not able to do a lot of the things that you really wanted to do. And if the thing that you really wanted to do was just be stable and happy, then like that's a lot more achievable than if you wanted to like be an astronaut or be a geologist who finds ancient cities or whatever. And that was really just running through my mind. It's like, the more rational we get, the more we let go of like what we want, or our dreams or whatever. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was totally thinking about that. And I was thinking about that in regards to me right now. Because I was like, well, shoot, I'm just out of college, I don't have a job, I don't have anything, and I'm in debt. And so now in this specific position, I can see precisely how people will totally be like, oh, crap, like dreams here, they need to be like, okay, like I'm just going to set this on the shelf and work on getting myself out of this giant hole. And then they do that for the next 10, 20 years. And then they just leave their dreams or whatever on the shelf. And that, it bugs me so much, because it's like, how can you, I can see now, I can understand at this specific point that I'm in, how that is a completely valid thing to do, because you're like, oh no, like I have to do this. I can't chase that. I have to do this, and I can see it, and it sucks. And because I'm 22, this is like the age where I know other people that are like that have kids now, and they straight up had a kid, and so now they're like, oh crap, like I have to, provide for the child and whatever, and that just adds another layer on top of it. So it really made me think. It's like, what are your dreams in regards to what you can actually accomplish while you have this burden or whatever, or this weight of wherever you actually are, if that makes sense. And I was thinking about that, and I felt like I hit this like little point where it's like either agreeing with that and it's like, yeah, you just got to let it go and do it, or the other way. And I think I'm still holding on to the dreams thing, because it's like, if you did that, if you go and just do like your work or your debt or whatever, it's like, yeah, that's your life and everything, but where's your joy? Where's your fulfillment? I don't know. It's just weird, because I'm actually like I'm 22 now, and that's just such a weird existential thing. It's like, oh gosh, because I'm straight up, I'm almost a quarter of the way dead, and so it's like, oh, well, that's interesting. Maybe I should think about what I'm going to do with the rest of my life, and that's really making me think about like everything. It's like I'm thinking about my art, the YouTube thing. I'm thinking about like jobs and life and everything, and it's an interesting thing to ponder. And so what I want to say to you, what I want to offer up to you as a question, as a query, is, are they exclusive? Are they like completely exclusive, like you have to go one or the other, or is there a middle ground where you can do both? Or is appealing to what the world wants of you, is that even necessary? Yeah. So those are my questions. Yeah, that's it. I would like to hear what you have to say about it, and I miss you guys. I really do. And it's my fault that I've been not making videos, because I feel like I might have gotten into a little bit of a depressive state because I've been sleeping a lot lately and not really doing anything. Kind of throwing me off. But I'm starting with this. I'm going to see if I can actually like amp it up a little bit and make things more, more genuine, and actually like question things and encourage things to be questioned, because that's what I want, in honesty. That's what I've wanted since I started making videos, was just to like consider things in myself and then be like, hey, you consider it too. And I don't know if that's a valid way to actually do a YouTube channel, but I like it. I like the idea of that. So I think I'm going to shoot for that. Anyhow, I'm going to go and either play video games or work on my comic book. I'm not sure which. What should I do? You guys have a great day.